All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, we're going to head to the east. Give all praise and honor to Yahweh. We give double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who moved well and teach us the truth. One of them did chili. We give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua listening and studying to sort out that food. All right, today we're going to come out here not only to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, but during this downfall period, we're going to, we're going to go through some things which is pretty much sitting around Jacob's trouble, and we're going to talk about how we're going to endure until the time, we got to endure until Yahweh Shai get back and deliver us out of this thing, man. Okay? Because we can't waver, in the time when that pressure give back to hit us whenever we lose, all of our precious things, all of the material things that we gain here in America and came Babylon the Great, man. So the whole point is we got to endure, all right, and lean on Yahweh about the Yahweh Shai, man. All right. You got a quick
so we're gonna start out with Psalms 27 and 14. It says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord."
That precept right there said, "Wait ye upon the Lord, and He will strengthen thy heart." Okay, and so there's another precept that lines up perfectly with that, and it says, "Through all things, through Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, we can do all things through Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, man." Okay, and that's pretty much the point. Is Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that's going to strengthen us when we're going through those trials and temptations that he thought even so-called white man is going to put on us. Okay.
Yeah, I got one right quick. Go back to what you just said. It's Hebrews 3 and 6. But Yahweh Shai as the son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm until the end.
Right. He said, you can read that again, huh?
All right, I'm sorry. It says Hebrews 3 and 6. But Yahweh Shai as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm until the end.
Right. He said, whose house are we, if we hold fast, right? And a hope firm, and pretty much that house are we is pretty much the house of David. Okay, and that's pretty much the house that we need to be in order for us to be paid by our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. Okay.
Hey, the house that he's talking about is basically the house of David. It's the elect, and essentially, the way I take this, he's telling us to hold fast, and have confidence and rejoice that all of the things that we learn in these scriptures is going to come true in the end. And it gives us strength. It enhances our faith.
It goes perfectly with the precept changes, right? Because it said it was going to strengthen your heart, which goes into your mind. And when you strengthen your mind, hey, shit, ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nobody going to talk you out of it. That's why the scripture says, "Don't let no man take thy crown." Hey, if your mind is strong, hey, ain't nobody going to sway you out of the truth, shake you out of it. Continue steadfast, rooted and grounded, take whatever you need to take, and hopefully make it on the chair.
Even in the face of death. Okay, so that's ultimately what we're going to be facing. That's what the temptation don't represent. A lot of us going to be looking at the doorstep of death. Okay, you can't be afraid because regardless of what happens, you have to believe and hold fast to that Yahweh Shai going to deliver you out of that.
Hey, this is the breakdown that it gives for that scripture. It says, endurance is one sign that our faith is real and growing. It reveals that we have set our hearts on Yahweh Shai rather than the world's fleeting pleasures and false promises.
That's why we hasten to come to our Lord Yahweh Shai, because of the fact is that we have to know whether our faith is firm. Okay, when we go through those trials and tribulations, that give us more faith. That's going to increase our faith. When we going through, when somebody points their gun at us and we realize we're no longer afraid, that lets you know that the Lord is also dealing with you, and that lets you know that your faith is making you strong, and you know what I'm saying. Hey, no matter what happens, hey, y'all got you, man.
Just like the scripture said, I opened up with, it said, "Be of good courage." That's what we're saying. That means not scared Lord pretty much prepared us for what's about to come. He told us the persecution is coming. He told us the move that Esau is going to make. He told us about things trouble. When you see these come, it should increase your faith, not make you, waver, get scared, like, oh man, I got to do what Esau tell me to do. No, the Lord already told us how we going to beat this devil. Like I said earlier, so he said, make sure no man take thy crown. So when your mind is strong, they say what? Mind over body, your body's going to follow that too. So if you get your mind on point, it's going to get your spirit on point. It's going to get your body on point. That's why your mind is it's like the window to your soul. That's why he said, give me any flag but the flag of the mind or the flag of the heart, he said. It's the flag of your mind. When your mind is gone, somebody their mind is gone, hey, they pretty much through. Because I mean, ain't no point in getting to them. When they say what they call it a mental health issue, you don't want that. When somebody got mental health issues, they mind is not strong enough to get in this truth. Because first your mind gotta be strong enough. You gotta like cancel out all the BS and all the demons that's in Babylon to break. And then once you got the truth, then you gotta have the patience and the endurance to endure all the stuff you're gonna go through. Because you're gonna go through tribulation. You're gonna go through, persecution. It's gonna happen. Like what the trick say, you make yourself a prey when you seek to be righteous. So they coming for it, because what it does, it makes you, it lights up your candle. You become a light in darkness. And if anybody know like bugs, like everybody sees light in darkness, it's gonna make you attractive, and they're gonna try to cling to you. So at that point, you got to trust in the Lord to protect you, because the devil will try to blow your candle out. That's the whole point. Demons don't like the light, and they're attracted to the light. Like you're very visible once you get lit up with this righteousness and for the Lord. You're gonna dedicate your life to the Lord. You're gonna be very, very. It's like a spotlight. So Esau like, I got to put that light out, because that shows a marker of his kingdom being destroyed. Because it shows the power of Yahweh Bashem Shah. See, the devil, he wants to prove that he's all powerful. He's supreme. But you can't do that when the Lord got believers out here. You can't dictate that. And plus, it makes Esau feel bad because he's visible. He's tangible. Yahweh Shah is not. So Esau looks like, how the hell can you believe in something that's not even here and I'm here? It's kind of like a chick. You know what I'm saying? A chick, like she wants somebody to go kiss her butt, but then you look at a picture and you all in love with this picture. Like, how can you go for her and I'm here? So I guess it's an ego thing. Esau, his ego is bruised. Like, how you gonna worship somebody else? And I done gave you food stamps. I done gave you a job. I keep a police force off for you. Like what's that dude? What's his name? Donald Sterling on the Clippers. He was talking like, I give them houses. I do this for them. Like they got that master mentality. So we don't look at Esau as our master. We don't give a damn about Donald Trump, no Edomite, man. We go to Yahweh Shah as our master. And he feels disrespected about that. So what he does, he puts hell on you, basically like a torture, like a spiritual torture to make you, renege and renounce who you are and renounce Yahweh Shah.
That's another thing, is that, and another thing is that we don't fear these devils as well, too. That's, I was going to bring this out, too. Matthew chapter 10, yeah, we fear the Lord, all right? But it's Matthew 10 and 28, and it says, fear not them which kill the body, okay? And that's what pretty much Esau Edom, the so-called white man, have. He has the power to kill the body. He pretty much, that's his blessing. He has the power to create, weapons, all right? And it says, but are not able to kill the soul, all right? So Esau Edom does not have any power over the soul, okay? But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, okay? And this is the whole point, is fear Yahweh Bashem Shah, okay? Once you fear Yahweh Bashem Shah, then you start to understand your faith will increase. You start to understand that these devils can't do nothing to me compared to what our Lord and Savior do, all right? His power is all, all power, okay? Matter of fact, our power is the one that gives you the power to do what you're doing now, okay? That's the whole point. That's how faith and endurance you got to have. That's the mindset you got to have there.
I got one to go perfect what we just said right there, man. Coming right in place. This is Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endures to the end shall be saved. That's the example. Lord just let us know right there that we should be hated of all men for what? For the names of Yahweh Bashem Shah. I know the 2/3 don't like to hear that. The heathens don't like to hear that. Esau, Edom, so-called white man, don't like to hear that. But it said he that endured to the end. That means all the way to the end. So that means when they bring out the concentration camps, when they start bringing out the MOTB, they start bringing out all these little, the end time prophecies. You got to endure to the end. You can't wait. Oh, you get thrown in the concentration camp. Esau pressure you. You take the MOTB and they think you're gonna get on the chariot. No, man. That means you didn't endure to the end. And to the end means this devil got a gun in your face. And he's threatening to pull that trigger if you don't renounce Yahweh shots. Your faith got to be so strong, you tell that devil go ahead and pull it. And we're gonna see what happens. That's enduring to the end. If he doesn't get to the point, they're gonna say, open your mouth. They're gonna put an M16 in it. Kind of, they did that. They showed that in the movie, man. That's why I like that movie. That movie Civil War, they showed that, man. That devil, caught them and lined them up. And they had to give a name of a state, went to the state, and if they said the wrong thing, it was wow. He was moving down the line too. And that's the fearful thing. I think they popped the Moabite because he said the wrong thing. And though he went to them, and they was all scared and nervous and trying not to give out the wrong answer. And we're gonna all be in that situation. Like Esau gonna have us somewhere with the military, ICE been militarized. They're gonna line us up and they're gonna question you, man. They're gonna question you. They want to see how much of an American you are. Esau all about America, Constitution. These devils gonna fight for that, man. That's why it is gonna be a civil war. That's gonna happen. And in the midst of that, Esau is gonna try to take out as many Israelites as he can. And a big thing they're gonna do is they're gonna try to renounce religion. Because Esau really don't believe in religion. If he does, it's satanic. They got their do as thy will spirit. So they're gonna line people up based on that. If you say, I say Esau might knock you off, you say Jesus. Like what's that? Sandra Bland got knocked off like that for saying that. Yeah, then Esau blind, So it's gonna get to that point, man. If you got to stay strong and watch for that miracle. Because if you follow the whole elect, the Lord will make that gun change. The Lord will send out a chariot. You might teleport like hoverboard right at that point, All right. You might shoot split power wake up, that might bounce off like Luke Cage, Or you might, Incredible Hulk that sucker. You might get like Sam. You rip that lion up. When that bullet pounce off, you call him that Lord, that bullet pounce off. It's gonna be game time after that. You're gonna stand and rip your shirt off. It's gonna be gorilla time, And that's when the Lord's name gonna get magnified. You're gonna be hollering that out, as we running through this devil. So you gotta give the Lord time to cook, work miracles. He can't work no miracle if you give it up all easy. You all okay. You blowing snot boogers. You don't stand strong like a soldier. Lord gonna let Esau have his way, man. Good. You ain't proven that you that soldier.
This is James 24. It says, let steadfast have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing.
That's perfect right there, man. You hear that? And your steadfastness be complete. And they're going to what I just said, to be complete, man. You gotta face death and say no. That's when it's complete. You gotta tell that MOTB. You gotta say no to the MOTB, because the MOTB is the trial of us, and that's the mark of the beast. Like everybody's gonna be offered that. And your point, you gotta say no to it to be proven. So I like that precept. That's right on time. Your steadfastness got to be complete. The complete, you gotta finish. And the finish, you gotta say no to all of that. You got a lot of. I remember you said you had a dream of Israelites, great millstone, man. People took the MOTB. And it's gonna be a hell of a temptation. You're gonna lose your job, you're gonna lose your car, you're gonna lose your house, you're gonna lose your family. Yeah, you ain't getting no food. That's a hell of a temptation everybody gotta say no to. And if you ain't prepped for it, I don't see you saying no to that. Because it's gonna be such a scary thing if you ain't prepped for it. Then they say if you even prepped for it, you still gotta go through with the act. You still gotta say no to it. Because it's gonna be a heavy thing. This devil gonna probably have guns on you. Probably be an alligator. That might feed you to a gator. Alligator Alcatraz. They're like, hey, anybody that refuse to mark, maybe toss in the gator pit. And you might get tossed in there, just like Daniel. And what you got to do, you got to hold that ground. You got to hold the names of God by the shop. And guess what? He'll make them gators not even eat you. He'll close their mouth like he did the lion. And that's they going to get frustrated. Like, what the hell? Why are the gators not eating this dude? And they just like the three holy children. They got put in that furnace. They didn't give it up like that. They went and walked in there proud. Like, okay, I ain't bowing down to you. Was it Nebuchadnezzar? They're like, we ain't bowing down to the king of Babylon.
I'm going to read up. This is James 1:1. And it says, Count it all joy, my brother, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness.
Hear that?
You said testing of your faith, which it actually now lines up perfectly. But when you actually read Zechariah 13 and 8, because he said, I will bring the third part through the fire. Okay, and that's what that testing of your faith is to represent that fire that Yahweh Shai is going to put on. Okay, he basically going to test you as if he's testing, putting metal, precious metal through the fire. Right? He's trying to see which one of these is my precious metal. And matter of fact, how about Yahweh Shai compared us to precious metal? Okay, and that's how he's going to test you through the fire, through adversity. As the scripture says in Sirach chapter 2 and 5. Okay, because he said, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Okay, and that's what that fire represents, man.
I got one to back this up. It's gonna be on the same line. This is 2 Thessalonians 1 and 4. It says, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh, for your patience and faith and all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure. The Lord right there wants to endure the persecutions and tribulations. That's what we put in front of our faces, man. And then, like I said, that's to prove us. That's to try us in that fire of adversity. Because it's going to come strong. Because this devil, he going to come with great wrath. He mad. America is out of there. It's through. This devil done lost his kingdom. Why? Because of the Israelites, because of us. So he going to take out that frustration. He going to take out that rage out on us. And, hey, if you're not part of the whole collective, you don't receive that tender mercy. Hey, man, you don't want that smoke with the Lord, man. So we know really that he's bringing it to test us, to see if we really proven we really that. Right now, we talking the talk. The Lord wants to see if we're going to walk the walk. And the only way to walk the walk, you got to be put in that situation, man. Esau probably going to kick our dough in, snatch us up. He going to pull out the YouTubes. Like I heard you talking that Yahweh Shai stuff right there. Probably have his hand come to a table, probably picking off fingernails. Waterboarding, they got all kind of little torture techniques. Probably banging your hand with a hammer. Everybody be like, hey man, we're gonna give you one little chance. We'll let you go. But you gotta renounce your faith. Renounce your how about your shine. He said if you renounce it in front of men, hey, my spirit ain't with you.
He said, if you deny me in front of men, I would deny you in front of my Father.
Cons, and we don't want that. You don't want that, man. You gotta sit there, hey. Bite down, take the pain, or whatever you get, and let the Lord cook, man. Let the Lord work. You part of the whole elect. Hey, he gonna show himself.
I'm gonna bump down to 12. This is James 1 and 12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast as under trials, for when he has stood the test, he will receive a crown of life, which Yahweh has promised to those who love him.
Ooh, there you go. That's what we want. We want that crown of life. With that crown of life comes the kingdom. It comes spiritual power. Like, the Lord is getting ready to flex on Esau, man. He just wanted to make sure it's his man proving. Are you worthy of the kingdom of heaven? And to be worthy of the kingdom of heaven, you got to lay your life for this truth. Because what did Yahweh Shai do? He laid his life down for this truth. So he looking like, is you going to be able to do what I do? You got to prove yourself to be a good shepherd. Because he about to give us a whole people up under us. Like, he going to make us king. So you got to be worthy of rulership, man. You got to prove yourself for that. The Lord ain't about to hand on no prizes to anybody, man. This ain't no, eat a Cracker Jack box and get a prize. No, man. You got to be tested, proven. Right now, we in training. When you get these scriptures, you know this word, you in training. When the war starts, and you got to prove that you're really that.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. And he said, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
See that? Endure hardness is a good soldier. And like I said earlier, they're going to go into torturing. Esau going to torture us. I mean, they did that to the prophets. Why should you expect to be any different? The Lord said He's going to make a miraculous salvation and deliverance this time. It's going to be spectacular. And why it's going to be spectacular is because Esau and the world don't see it coming. The only one see it is us. So when Esau, like it said in the scriptures, man, if a woman is getting ravished, she's supposed to holler out. And that's to get saved. Somebody hear her getting ravished, now they hear it, so they can, beat up the attacker. And that's going to be us, man. When Esau jumping us harshly, because right now everything is still kind of peaceful. You go get you a McDouble, McDonald's, but when war break out, civil war break out, the devil he going to jump on us harshly. It's already happening to the northern tribe, Issachar. They feeling it already. ISIS is jumping on them. So we got to do when ICE jump on us, man. And we got to hold strong till we get that crown that we can reverse the tides in the battle. First, we got to be proof.
Verse 4. And he said, no man that wars entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
So the Lord chose us, man. We get the opportunity to be part of, being one of the kings up under Yahweh shop, man. He's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. So right now we got the opportunity to be that, man. 144,000 the saints. All of us in the truth got the opportunity to be that, as far as the men. And all we got to do is we got to pass the test. And we know the test is coming. The Lord, he gave us the answers. It's an open book test. So we know it's coming. Ain't that like we ain't going to look like, oh, man, I can't believe they doing that. Oh, why they doing that? Nah, man, we already know what they're going to do. It's kind of like, we saw show up, be like, we've been waiting on you, man. So what you going to do? What's this? Oh, are you doing that? Okay. I'm still, praising the Lord. I'm still going to holler out the Lord's name. Holler out. Like so the scriptures, like that woman get rapid. Holler out. Hey, the Lord, matter of fact, watch the precept. The Lord said, I will hear them. These are my people, and I will save them. And you got the Lord's name, strong tower, Proverbs 18:10. So that's why he kept saying, that's why their name is important, man. That's why IUIC, Bishop Nate, he's out of here, man. Those jakes don't have what they need in order to beat Esau Edom. He got them out there naked. They ain't got the arm of the Lord on them. They go back to hollering Jesus, and the Lord, he's a jealous God. You don't call me the wrong name, think I'm about to save you. X9, you need to know my name. If my prophet told you the real name, you need to do the proper research to get the real name, because you was all blinded by the money that they got and the followers he got. I know there's a lot of jakes, man, they want this thing like, they need numbers to get in, because they show they're really worldly. The Lord said he working with the remnant, he working with the few. We serious over here. If you got IUIC, they want to be, they think it's safety in numbers. Now, I know the Lord can shoot right through that like a hot knife through butter. The Lord don't need numbers, man. He needs faith.
Perfect example is perfect example. Perfect example is Samson. He gave Samson some spiritual powers, and he was able to take Samson and he built
Got these damn demons on these Edomites.
He built Samson. He basically built Samson up, and he was actually took down a whole army for the Palestinians, right? And that's how it is when it came to the Lord. How about Yahweh shot? But I also got that precept where you got I
want to stay on your point though, because he used Samson, the super to take out thousands of men. Right. That's why he don't need numbers. He chose one person. Made him a Nazarite.
Yep.
I want to say from the tribe of Dan. And then if you think about it too, Yasharallah, the incredible Hulk of Hercules is based on Samson. They showed us that's the example of spiritual power. Couldn't nobody deal with Samson. And then you gotta look at what took Samson down. It wasn't no might. It was a woman. God in this earth. That's how he lost. That's why the Lord said don't give your strength to a woman. Samson didn't abide by that scripture, and it did him bad. But other than that, they couldn't mess with him. He ran through thousands of them. That's why they didn't get clever. Like, hey, man, put the hole on this dude. Get a harlot. Hey, we can't. That dude took a jawbone of an ass? Hey, a jawbone, running through them Philistines, them Hamites.
And he was carrying a bunch of Philistines, and that's the script story where he was carrying like over 1,000 of them on top of them and something like that, just throwing them all over the place. Like, hey, that's the spiritual power. And there's another example, but King David, where he said the people among you shall be like King David. If you understand how King David was basically slaying 10,000. So imagine the weakest of us, because the Akadar just read that precept, where it said the Lord, if you wait upon the Lord, he will strengthen thy heart. Okay, that lines up perfectly with them strengthening your heart. They're gonna make your heart like King David, how fierce King David was. And there's gonna be a lot of men that's gonna be like King David in that time to come too.
Yeah, look, that's the floor. Right. The floor gonna be able to wipe up 10,000. That's the floor. Think about the top. That's how Esau is cooked. Straight up. So what we gotta do is trust in the Lord, believe in that power, and hey, wait for it to kick in with us. That's what your faith should be. It should be your belief, man. And I like how the scriptures, it shows you that when you read like Samson, you read the feats of King David, Yo, Moses, all of that, man, it shows you that you got to hold strong, man. And King David was able to do that because he had faith out of this world, man.
Hey, I got a point, man, to show you how strong we're gonna be. Like everybody know, within the last couple of months, there's been this debate. If 100 men can whoop a gorilla, Samson whooped 1,000 people. That makes him more than 10,000, means 10 times stronger than the animal that we sit here contemplating about if 100 men can whoop. He whooping them no problem.
He ripped the lion up the piece, man. A lion and give a gorilla, some problems.
Yeah.
He ripped the lion a piece like it was nothing. He said he rented it too. And it threw like a beehive in there, something like that. So it shows you the strength that he's working with. And it's coming to the Israelite men. Like, you looking at them right now on the YouTube. We just got to do our part and hang strong. We can't be blowing snout boogers. We just all come with that sword, man. That's not, man. That's not royalty. That's not, Lord, like, he ain't no warrior. Because what it say in the scriptures? It says Yahushua is a man of war. So be a man of war, so are we. So we got that warrior mentality. Like, oh, yeah, devil, I know what you're going to do. And then holler out that name. I know this demons don't like that name, Yahushua. They don't like that. It does something to them. It hurts them. It's like acid to them. So them names going to be very important when the devil's trying to jump on us, Joshua. I always remember that name. That's why I be reminding my children. I always come to them like, hey, what's the Lord's name? Hey, like, I always give them a refresher. I do that. Yeah, I tell them, like, hey, who the bad guys? What they going to do? Are you going to take the MOTB? Every now and then I give them a refresher. That way they know what's going on. They're not going to be sitting there like, oh, man, they doing this, doing that. They're going to have an idea. We pray, so the way the Lord prep us, I prep my children too. That way, when Jacob's trouble comes, they're not like, oh, I can't believe it. They're going to know exactly who it is. I don't turn on TV and show ICE and military like that's the bad guys going to be dressed like. That's what they're going to look like right there. So kick the door in. They're going to take you from me and your mother. That's what they're going to do. So I got my children know what's going on. They already know the deal. And I told them, hey, when y'all get put up, wherever y'all at, y'all get separated, holler on the name of the Lord constantly. And that's what we got to do. Because this devil, he gonna come hard, man. They say he come down with great wrath. Not little wrath, not kind of wrath, great wrath, man. This devil gonna be foaming at the mouth to unalive the children of Israel, man. God, he gonna be just angry, man. They already mad now because Trump failing them. Trump is failing. The country is failing. They already at work, my job, get plans together to come against us. Because they hot. They're like, I can't believe it, man. Like, because of them. Hey, AI. I don't out the lesson. AI is teaching these heathens and everybody about what's going on with your house shop. So they get the idea, they know it. So I'm looking at other nations here, Esau here, he used ChatGPT probably the most. So he heard. So imagine how he feel when the computer tell him, like, yeah, man, the black man is the closest to God. Yes, he got to hear that from his own machine that his people created. And he probably up there having a hissy fit, man. They probably eating them up alive inside. Like, oh, man. And then you got Edomite women. I'm seeing a whole bunch on YouTube. Yeah, I want the black man. The black man is the best. The black man this. I might do a lesson on that. Yeah.
Very, very loving.
I was at work. What was that? Thursday. Edomite man was flirting with me. I'm like, don't get up out my face with that. So I can see it happen. She's like, hey, you so demanding. He said in a flirtful way. I'm like, damn, your man must not be a man. She wants some manhood. I can't tell them, like, y'all need to get y'all shit together. This is fucked up because they using AI to dictate the job and where we go now. I'm looking like y'all done. They about to fire y'all in a minute. I'm like, we don't need it because AI be messing up, man. They be having us over here, over there, or the wrong thing. And I told them, hey, man, turn that AI off and put my job the way it's supposed to be. She was like, you just so demanding. Hey, you so demanding. I told them, man, do this, do that. No, you thought I was demanding, man. I can't dictate it to them. Like, this what y'all going off with, man. Do this, do that. Take it off of that. And she got turned off. I like, whoa. And I know they're not getting that at home, man. They men are not like that. They simp. You might man is simp. Yeah. They wife tell them what to do. And I know this Edomite woman, she want to be ravaged and controlled. She at that point. So they're leaving. So that leads to that rat. So, hey, and look, hey, a simp man, a simp jealous man, hey, that's a strong rap right there, y'all. So if you don't know, you know, dude, all man, especially Esau, hey, my wife, hey, my wife. She with a Jake, but they used to lynch Jakes for that. Remember that all the time?
Yeah,
That was like automatic. Like if you whistle at a so-called white woman, they lynch you and going to work.
Even if they had even if, you know, so-called white woman had a baby, they love her. You know, cut the baby out. If you had a baby by so-called.
I think Black Wall Street burnt because of that.
Yep.
They say he looked at a so-called white woman. So that's think about that rage of jealousy, y'all. So that's coming. They say a lot of Edomite men are incels. I had to look that word. Like, what the hell is an incel? That's a dude that ain't getting none.
Right.
You know, he got to get it on porn and jack off. You think they happy about that? No, they ain't happy about that. They like red pill pelvis.
You know.
They look at red pill stuff. That shit don't work. It got to be it. Real red pill is the word.
That was the statistic that came out that said that all of the OnlyFans models get paid by the so-called white man. That make it their biggest customer.
Yeah, they get about to pay for something he can't touch. Like even the Pookie and Ray Rays don't do that. They somewhere looking to pay $40.
Pookie Ray Ray already got like 3 different baby mamas.
Exactly. You got to Edomite woman, all that. Yeah, they ain't stuck. That's the Edomite stuff. And they pay for OnlyFans. I look, that's so stupid. That's worse than the strip club. Because the OnlyFans ain't nothing but a virtual reality strip club. And they pay for that. And they ain't getting the job done. I heard they gonna shut OnlyFans down. They might shut down.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're gonna make it AI. Instead of having real women, they're gonna make AI. No, they gonna make, you know how like they be having the AI men? They gonna just have AI just make the little sex scenes instead of actually having real women there. Yeah, basically a cartoon. It just look real.
That leads to that rage. They feel like I done lost my woman all the way. I done lost my country. And I done lost all that to a nigger, a spick, and a savage. Hell nah. Get the damn shotgun, Boom Howard. We're going nigger hunting. And that's what Esau gonna do. Especially Donald Trump getting a declaration. Donald Trump like, hey man, wipe out all minorities. They're gonna do it. Because they stormed the Capitol for him. And I believe he might get to the point he do that. When they get the Epstein list on him and he about to go down, he might tell them, man, hey, y'all act the fool. That might start the civil war right then and there. You know, he can get away. Yeah, he about to go down. He just get a word out. They trying to take me to jail. Y'all act the fool. They ain't letting that Epstein go. I know he under straight pressure like I seen no other.
Hey, that's what January 6th was all about. Trump seeing that he was getting kicked out of office, he just like turned the wolves loose.
Yep, they gonna do it again. They might get him like, hey man, you on that list. You know, mess with underage girls, you going to jail. You a PDF5. PDF5, that's what you are.
They said that the head of FBI was one of his victims. When she was 14, they had a picture of her and everything.
It's going bad. And if Trump doing bad, they're doing bad. So it's gonna lead to that rap we're talking about. We gotta endure that. Like you're gonna see your family member get locked down. You're gonna see people that said that's some dead body in the street gonna be, man. They gonna lay down. They gonna be like madmen sparing none. But they're gonna do like what they did in the military in Iraq and stuff. They're gonna do it over on Burke Sawyer. They're gonna kick those, yank you out. If you don't say the right thing, pew pew your butt to make a I got good. They're gonna do that to make an example. Because they're gonna want to scare, like they're gonna show that probably on the TikTok and stuff when it first hit and show an example, like you don't get down to get down. Take this MOTB, hey, we're gonna run right through you. They're gonna be doing that in the concentration camps, torturing, lynching, guillotines. They got incineraries, feed you the gators. They're gonna be doing that. Like, look, see what happened to him. All right, your turn. Take this device, put it in your body. Which one you want, head or your hand? They're probably gonna give you a choice, or it might be for everybody to get the hand. The head might be for the rich.
And they did that with the Maccabees brothers. They killed them one by one, putting them in the frying pan, hoping that they'll start to fold.
Second Maccabees,
and the mother. Yeah.
And that right there should give you, just reading that chapter right there, that should give you an understanding on how diabolical the devil was. Those were Edomites that were doing that to the Maccabees brothers. They gonna do it.
That should give you an idea of like how you should be stand fast and stiff and know it's not the end all be all. You have to take a hard step. Like the Lord said man in Christ should rise first. Man in Christ should rise first. Hey, that's a high honor, man, to die for. It's better than shit being in the street dying for some niggas shit. Hey, you're gonna be first one on the chariot. Hey, that's rest right there. That's actually kind of mercy. You don't gotta go through the rest of the bullshit together.
It's an honorable death. Die for the world, that's a dishonorable death. I think MOT did die.
It's gotta go back. This is Revelation chapter 2 and 10. It said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And that's pretty much similar to what Maccabees brothers were going through. They was in bondage, while they were going through that. And then it said that you may be tried. All right, they were tried, right? And then when you read their story, and you shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life.
I say that's more for us right now. Yeah. The concentration camp, that's really a prison. And Esau bragging about it right now. The Lord is telling us, if we get snatched up in the concentration camp, he said, be thou faithful, what you say, 10 days? Or whatever days it is. Don't just get it to 10. It could be, whatever day. But he said, be thou faithful, you get the crown of life. So you got to look at yourself like you might be, the only reason you get sent to the concentration camp might be for you to take out that concentration camp. What I do is I look at myself like a nuclear missile. Like I'm a weapon of mass destruction. So wherever Esau take me at, like what we're doing is I'm enriching my uranium or plutonium when I'm doing this work. I'm enriching that. So it's time for me to detonate and go off. I can do it wherever I'm at. Because your task might be to destroy a concentration camp. And there might be another hopeful leg in there. He might get loose based on, you hanging on and being faithful for your crown. Because there might be other hopeful legs in there with you. But your task is they might put you in the guillotine. Pull the little guillotine, it might stop. All of a sudden you come with Samson super strength or, Thor electrical power. And like, hey, after that, hey, every Edomite is on the menu at that point. Or whoever's, the guard. And then you break out everybody else. So you got to look at yourself as a battle axe for your how about your shot. That's why I'm looking at Esau like, hey, man, you better not touch me, man. I'm a nuclear, I'm mass destruction for the Lord. So wherever you put me at, I'm like a Swiss Army knife now. I'm just waiting to be activated. Whenever the Lord, hey, activate, I'm looking to detonate on your ass, Esau, and it's going to be something whoosh. You got to look at yourself like that. Because I know that'll keep you strong. Like, look at yourself like a weapon. Because the nuke don't go off until you get activated. You can move it, you can ship it anywhere you want to. But when you push that countdown, or when that ignition go off, hey, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Or like a bomb, you put that countdown on, or you push that little trigger, they get the dead man trigger. When it go off, it go off. So that's how I picture myself, man. I picture myself as Jeremiah 51:20. So I'm looking at Esau like, throw me in the camp if you want to. I'll go off right there. Or put me in a line of wherever you put me at, man. The Lord can, in an instant, kick in, and it's a wrap. Just like that.
And that's all the perfect with all the stories, man. Like what that the precept in Rock 2 and 10. So if they look at the generations of old, and see it ever any trust in the Lord. You look at all the old prophets when you go back to Daniel in the lion's den, okay, and how he was fed while he was in prison. Okay, that's the kind of faith you gotta have. You gotta understand that the Lord is gonna deliver on your behalf, man. On your behalf.
Faith is key. Faith is key, man. And endurance. Endurance goes, how much can you take? How much your tolerance level? Because the devil, like I said, the devil gonna be torturing us, man. He might line your family up. I can see that. They can line your family up like, hey, man, renounce the Lord. I'm gonna take off little Junior's head, man.
This is a quick one. This is Romans 5 and we'll start at 3. It says, not only that, but we rejoice in our suffering, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because Yahweh's love has been poured out in our hearts through the Holy Spirit.
I like that. Boy, man, that almost lines up perfectly when the Lord said, "We will not suffer you, but we do not hate you," right? So when he put you through all of that, all he's doing is strengthening your baby, strengthening your mental resolve, and ultimately you don't cleave on to your how about your job, man. When you're going through all of that, and you hold on fast to what y'all had, man, how about y'all time basically? You're gonna rejoice after that, man. You know?
I got that precept. First Corinthians 10 and 13 in the ESV, it says, "No temptation has overtaken you. No temptation have taken you that is not commanded to men." It says Yahweh is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with temptation, He will also provide a way to escape, that you may be able to endure it.
Man, that lines up perfectly, right? Because the Lord, so basically, you got to have faith that the Lord knows you so well that whatever you're going through, He's not going to tempt you above what you're not able. So even if you're being tortured by Esau Edom, the Lord puts you in that situation to be like, hey, you can handle it. So you might as well endure it. Okay? If Esau Edom putting a gun to your head there and taking trouble, the Lord puts you there for the point where He's like, oh, you can handle that. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay? You know, and that also lines up perfectly with the Proverbs 3 and 5, right? Because He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. All right? So when you put all these precepts together and think about it, the Lord got you no matter what, man. You know, all you gotta do is just keep those scriptures in mind. Be like, hey, man, no matter what, yeah, how about you out there got me, man? You know, I'm going through, this bullshit right now because the Lord put me here, so He knows that I can handle it. He knows that I'm not gonna fold. Okay, so remember that precept right there. The Lord will not tempt you above what you are able.
I got one right here, man. It's First Chronicles 16 and 34. It says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endureth forever." Verse 35. It says, "Yes, save us, O Yahweh, of our salvation, and gather us together and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to Thy holy name and glory in Thy praise."
Give thanks to the holy name. That's pretty much going into that you mentioned that precept earlier, man. We're gonna call on the holy name, and once the Yahweh destroy the kingdom, we're gonna praise Yahweh. We're gonna give thanks to the holy name. Okay, we're gonna exalt Him in due time when He give us our blessing. He's gonna give us the whole world, man.
That's salvation.
Right.
Then we'll be free. Free from the wickedness, free from the evil, free from living by Esau Edom. Esau Edom, man, he's a dishonorable spirit, man. He's profane, he's dirty. The Lord hates him.
More than we can do this death.
He's synonymous with death, man. And Yahweh, what he do? He beat death. So we're looking to overcome the same thing, man. And like we tell us, we got to overcome Esau. Esau get one last chance to come at us as a nation. Get one last fight to unalive and try everybody, man. This time he come with the MOTB and he coming with the sword. Two things he coming with. And we got to say no to the MOTB, and we got to pray the Lord keep that sword up off of us.
That's a good precept. You got to pray. And this is Romans 12 and 12. It says, "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer."
That's the point. Be constant in prayer. We got to add it, man. We got to pray. We got to pray because the devil, he about to bring that sword, man. The devil's looking to shed blood. And I notice a lot of Jakes is really not paying attention to that. They too busy whoops on the ground and popping their fans. And they up there in la man. They think they strong delusion. I had a bunch of argument, they cheat us. They wouldn't do us like that. I'm like, fool. They've been doing that our whole time being over here, man. What are you talking about?
They like a track record.
They about to do it the biggest they ever did. Jake's trouble is gonna be worse. It's gonna be the worst day like no other ever in the history of civilization. That means Esau gonna go all out with everything he got. Technology, they gonna pull out RoboCop, Terminators, robot dogs, chemical warfare, technology warfare. We gonna pump frequencies and signals.
I got a precept on that point you just made. This is Daniel 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was seen since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. But the point was, it says a time that no one's ever seen before as a nation, just like the brother Tay Yakarala was going into. It's gonna be crazy. You don't know what you're gonna expect or what you're gonna see. It's actually gonna be like Chase Rowe is the precept that says it's like a lion met you and ran from a bear and you got away from that and you leaned your hand on the wall and the snake bit you. There's gonna be so much tribulation going on. But hey, the Lord is gonna protect his elect though.
You got to think about how much infrastructure of Esau Edom, this is the infrastructure of Esau Edom. This is wicked. So when this infrastructure gets destroyed, you got to think about, like when I just mentioned, like the animals. Like every city have a zoo, okay? And so when those zoo people are not able to feed those animals, what do you think they're gonna do? You know, they're gonna break out of their zoo and they're gonna be running wild, and so they're gonna take out people, right?
We spoke about the animals changing their places. Judgment about wild beasts.
And that's pretty much going into that line when I can read of Daniel the 12th chapter. He says there's gonna be a time such as never was before. All right, we're not just talking about the Civil War. We don't mention the animals, and I can mention the biological warfare, all of that things, man. We talk about a time that have not been. I like to say it quite often. They have not been historically recorded. Okay, and basically nobody's gonna know about this time. That's how bad it's gonna be.
Like I said, newly created creatures. I just watched a movie about that new Jurassic Park.
Right.
Oh, talking about how they GMO'd and made new creatures, man. And if they show that in the movie, this devil's doing that right now. So you might see something you ain't never seen before. This devil done created something in the lab. It done got out. And that mug is ferocious, man. And a lot of people get judgment from that.
They definitely doing that, man. Where they taking whenever they push kidney, taking a kidney and putting it inside the human and stuff like that, you be surprised you see some weird ass human dude, man, with a pig head and stuff.
I said you gotta think, you got games called Resident Evil.
Right.
But it's about that. That's what they
Right.
do. I'm like, they doing video games about it. These devil really doing it. This lab up under the city. They make that shit in. So that's what they're doing right now. It's gonna get out.
China's already doing that. They spicy humans for animals already.
See?
They just started doing that last week, within the last 2 weeks.
To the public, they announced to the public. They probably doing that for years.
Yeah.
They probably got stuff already made up, ready to get out.
They already had the embryos. They were showing the embryos. So, like you're saying, they probably been doing that for so long, they didn't perfect it now.
You go see something, you see like, is that a cat? Is that a man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go see stuff, you get your hours clear. It's coming back. Like, they got a dog.
A griffin.
Yeah, you see a griffin or something. It's going to give you a judgment. I just gonna say they're gonna give it the ghost when they see that. They like, what the hell is this I'm seeing? When they see RoboCop, they're gonna give up the ghost. You know, Terminator.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh no, they have a heart attack, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be begging for the MOTB. If I take the MOTB, you gonna turn the Terminator on for me?
Right.
They won't attack me if I got this in my body. Give it here. You know, they don't want to tangle with Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator or RoboCop. A lot of things gonna give it up on this on that. Esau gonna pull out everything in the bag, like this what I got in the back. Y'all know about this. Like you said, you had a dream they was bringing robots out the sky.
Yeah, I did a lesson on that one. I remember that. I did a lesson on that, man. Yeah, that's just crazy.
They showed that in that movie Cold 8.
The dream that I had, they was having those they was jumping out of the sky and it looked like they was just falling and they just rose up and just started shooting Jake's. The guns that they had were basically to shoot Jake's legs off. And I was just like, God damn, I'm trying to run. And that's when I just woke up after that, man.
And they showed they doing a representation of this movie called Cold 8. I like the first one better. But they show that. They got drones walking around surveillance and everything. And then they even show spiritual power in there. Got spiritual power. And when they show up and you use it illegally, the drone will drop, just like your dream, the drone will drop robots from the sky. Such as a land, and assemble themselves and get the gunning them down.
And they basically what it was. They dropped off in the middle of a crowd of people. That's what I saw. That was the middle of a crowd of people. When I saw that, and so they started shaking, and they was getting basically flying all over the place. But I was running in the dream, and I was seeing Jason flying all over my head, and trying to get away. and chopped it in pieces up. Yeah. Like one I tell you, when I started that dream, one day leg got shot off by one of them mobile dogs that they had. Was a mobile terminator.
They got them. They gonna bring them out. It sounds far fetched, but it's gonna come out. Everything you say sounds far fetched, but yeah, it's coming to pass. Look at Donald Trump, all his legislation. They look like, they're not gonna do that. Big bill pass. Oh no, they're not gonna do that. Genius Act pass. Stablecoins pass. Cryptocurrency is now a part of the federal system. There's no longer conspiracy theory. We told them it's coming to pass, and the dollar about to crash. The money's going digital. Now we're here telling you again, all this stuff you see in them sci-fi movies, that ain't just, made up sci-fi stuff. That's what you saw got cooked in the back. And he gonna sick it on Jay.
When you think about it, man, like when you watch all of those movies, you're basically seeing the mindset of Esau Edom. That's really what you're seeing. You're seeing how Esau Edom, the devil, really thinks. When you actually think about those movies.
He's gonna put them in place, man. And that's how he's gonna get the children of Israel. He's gonna try to reverse the clock. He wants to go back into chattel slavery. He wants us back picking up props. Like this whole thing Esau doing is doing a reversal because he wants to stay in rulership. The Lord is throwing this place down, and the devil getting frustrated because like every time he try to build up, the Lord is knocking down like 5 of them. Like, nah, devil, I'm throwing down. Like, you ain't building up nothing. This is failing. This alliance done failed. Jake coming up. Jake ain't buying that no more. Jake ain't going there no more. You're through with, man. So it's gonna lead to Esau like, oh, you know what? We just gotta get the sword and we gotta handle them harshly, man. We gotta come down Great Rock. Gotta feel Revelation 12:12.
That's why that preacher said, children are your oppressors and women will love you. Esau is a child. And what do childs do when they don't get his way? And he start kicking the castle when the same castle just destroy everything, even himself. And that's exactly what Esau does. Once you know that his kingdom is going down, it's fucking kamikaze time, man. I'm taking y'all out with me.
Like a child, throw a straight tail like a raid. And everybody get it.
You're gonna knock your chessboard over.
Yeah. Everybody can get it. You're gonna knock off lower level Edomite. That's why I say he tries all, great and small. Everybody about to go through this. That's how mad Esau is. He mad at his own people. You getting the MOTB. You getting the MOTB. All y'all getting the MOTB. You're going into my algorithm. Don't flex like, no, the hell we not.
He does not good to himself. He's good to you.
Exactly. He's not good to himself, man. Everybody about to go there. They said, I'm looking at these little dumb Edomites. They gonna lose their mind. They figure out this what they upper levels done did to them. When they lose their Medicaid, their food stamp Section 8, they gonna flip out. And right now, they just cool with it. They like, man, Trump at least he, handling the Mexicans partially. He doing that. But I'm like, you about to be hurt in a minute.
Hey, he just passed that making homeless illegal. He gonna start putting them in the concentration camp. But these Edomites don't realize that most homeless people is Edomites.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm walking through town. Majority of the bums are Edomites. They all backed out, fentanyl, whatever they smoking. But most homeless and drug I see are Edomites, man.
The Edomites gonna see they ain't safe either. They look at ICE getting the immigrants. When they start seeing them putting other Edomites in the band, they gonna flip the fuck out.
Yeah, they gonna try to band together. And we can all come together, all our countries.
It's we, I assume.
Yeah. They stand on business. It's like, no, find our own black business. That's like a theme right now. So they ain't like, man, forget it. We're gonna unalive all y'all. You don't want to help. It's like, nah, this is your country. Your dude did that. Like, we all right. Especially if hopefully we got the Lord. I tell them that all the time with my job. They looking at me like, Tay, the country going down, man. We gotta do something about it. And like, I look at them, I tell them, I ain't gotta do nothing, man. I just gotta pray to the Lord, trust the Lord, and eat my popcorn and watch your place be destroyed. They look at me like, damn, you just say that to me? Like, I be looking at their face, man, like it messed with their whole day at work. I be looking like, don't talk to me, man. I don't want to talk to you. When you talk to me, this is stuff you're gonna hear. I praise the Lord. They can't say nothing about it either because they supposed to have a Christian mindset. Right. They can't say I'm wrong for that and nothing like that. They just got to take it. And I like it because I be looking at them and they can't do their work no more. They like, man, I can't talk to Tay no more, man. He say little off the wall stuff that just strikes my soul. And I do it so precise. I'm like, take me to HR. What did I say wrong? Ain't the Bible supposed to be America's religion? I just said I'm gonna trust in the Lord. And you watch my popcorn and watch it go down. Ain't that what the Bible say? You know?
That's what preach on it back you up. This is Zechariah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the fray. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdom to power upon them my indignation, and even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Ooh, I like that, man. All I'm gonna be about the fire of himself, man. He said he gonna gather up the nation, man. Right now he's gathering up. The Lord about to do a sword fire. Whole fleck is going to the kingdom of heaven. And the heathen, Esau, they about to go down, man. 2/3 about to get their work, man. 2/3 about to get gruesome death, man. They're gonna know about pain. And we're not gonna feel bad. We've been out here doing the work, getting the blood off our hands, and telling Jake, like, hey, Jake, hey, the Lord about to bring that smoke, man. He's about to bring it. I advise you coming to the house. Jake, like, what Jake saying? Especially hood niggas. I'm outside, nigga. On the set, nigga, I'm outside. I'm like, all right, little YN, all right.
We jumped off the porch.
Yup. They say all that in pride, nigga. I'm outside, nigga. Nigga, ain't no nigga G. I'll save myself, nigga. I'm a Glocky, nigga. Glock 40, nigga. They're like, all right.
That's basically what he said. Like we said, like back in the day when we had to run home before when that street light came on, we had to hurry up and get to the house. Like basically we saying we better get in the house before it gets dark. And that's really what it boils down to. He thought he was about to make a real dark shit. I ain't saying dark like in literal, from light to dark. I'm talking about dark as in his sinister, kings and his plan.
Yeah, man. That could be literal too, though.
Yeah.
They been talking about blackouts for a long time. They said progressive lights, they cut all the power walls. That'll cause chaos. That'll be taking trouble. Everybody go, oh shoot, I ain't got no life, I ain't got no food. Most Babylonians gonna keep food in the refrigerator for like 2 or 3 days. They ain't like most of them don't prep. So the lights go off, and then a lot of them go pray. I can't get on social media. They're gonna go crazy.
A lot of people they do go crazy without having their damn phone.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a bunch of unalive at that point. And then he might cut the lights on after 3 months. Everything, you know what I'm saying? He got less numbers now. Now it's easy for my military to go in and control the public because they done did the work for me.
But the power grid off, that means the water stops.
God.
Yeah, you fuck, nigga.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You left whatever you got in your house. And most people ain't prepped up. They'll probably cut the lights off for 3 months. Watch the unaliving event. That's gonna be like a purge. Cut it back on, and then we'll deal with what we got left. Now it's easy to maintain. Because like 30-something million Americans just died in the blackout event.
And you cut the power off, most people gonna go to Walmart to charge their phone. They get it right there. That's smoke.
Yeah, the Walmart might be off. They might do a nationwide power out.
Like that Walmart door on your ass. Every time about Walmart,
Transportation said that might be a trap or snare. Walmart, nigga, you go there, turn your phone up, the doors closed. And then they open up the thing in the ground. All y'all march y'all butts. You go into concentration B-52. So, yeah, they cut up in there. Yeah. Like I said, that could be a deliberate trap, man. Esau coming with it, man. And that's one of the moves he's been flexing. They've been talking about blackouts for a minute. Cyber attack. They can start the blackout. We got cyber attack by China or Russia. Lights out. He gonna go crazy. He can't bust the stool. He can't take a shower. All the glue is running down off her little weed hat she got on.
still turning to stink.
Straight stink, man. No simp want your butt after that. Then Esau, he gonna look around like, hey man, I've been eyeing the king for a minute. Like all them, that's what other fans gonna turn against him. I know her location, homie. Let's go get her.
I know they're gonna be working. That's that great bride right there. Coming down with that great bride, knowing your location. Preach up and said out of the King David said that, oh Lord, they marked my steps.
If you don't know the Lord at that time, you don't know to like be praying in your house. Call the Lord's name. You sitting there, they can't call 911 or nothing. It's sitting there, hey, a sit up. And he's gonna come like a superhero. Hey, come into the little paddy wagon, little M-Rap. You're gonna take it to the facility where you're gonna have, water, shelter, and food. But And then when you get in there, they can say, hey, you got to do this, though. To be a part of this, you got to take this. And he's going to take, you know, he's all about getting benefits. He's all about getting Section 8, getting took care of, so it'll be a smooth transition. Just walk up right to the MOTB.
That's why a lot of women don't be destroyed. So the people that play underneath own maid and little children. That's the main reason why. They falling for the serpent trap.
That's what it's all about. The devil in a deliberate trap. And they're gonna bring the ruckus, man. It's gonna be all out war about to break, man. Coming soon. All out war breaking out overseas. I'm looking at what was that, Cambodia? And Thailand start fighting. I'm like, what the hell? So war's breaking out everywhere, man. You know, this place about to go, man.
And what are they fighting over? I never heard what they was fighting about.
I looked into it a little bit, and I was like, I don't even care, man. They probably fighting over resources. They both get turf laid on, so she probably getting low. Ain't no telling. I ain't looking about like it had war breaking out. You know?
I guarantee you, Esau somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the middle. He done did something to make them fight.
Yeah.
So I ain't looking too deep. We already know what it is. And I'm just looking at war breakout over here. This place is imploding. And they just put, what, $100-something billion in the ice. Oh, man, it's about to get straight hectic, man. They're going to step it up. And I'm just waiting for the northern tribe to start banging back to Esau. And that might not happen until they start going for Judah. The Judah's on the menu. You know, the so-called black. That's who they want to work the most bad. They the worst.
So that 14 Amendments be pulling back out of the law.
They coming. Yeah. And I think when Judah start fighting back, all the other Israelite camps gonna start fighting back. The tribe gonna start fighting back, and that's what it's gonna be civil war.
They was considering it when Haitians fought back. All of the northern kingdom was like, we should have been doing that shit from the beginning. But when the Judah and America started fighting back, that's when the rest of the tribes, you know, Judah supposed to rise first. So once we just put up a good fight, motherfuckers gonna jump in.
That's why they say when they say the best of mine, like we'll get you the last verse. They got that wake up call, like you said, when they went for the Levites, they didn't know how Levites was, the so-called Haitians. Hey, they got whooped. And then I know it was real because they took it off TikTok. I was gonna show y'all, and I was gonna do a lesson on it, but they took off the good clips of it. They took it off TikTok. I'm like, damn, man, they took it off quick. I got whooped. I'm like, that's Levi, man. Levi's don't play that, man. That's why they never could get control of Haiti. Like Levi, they unalive they captains. Who they came off the boat, man. Levi don't play that. They been like that, man. You look at Maccabees, you look at Moses. Levites, hey, they the priest tribe. They don't play that, man. So he didn't know what he was doing. That's why they had to go get that money, beef it up. Like, oh shit, okay. They're not being servant like Issachar and Ephraim. The only reason Issachar and Ephraim is doing it because they love their slave master. You know, they all with they Catholic stuff.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, they got the Stockholm syndrome bad in the northern Issachar and Ephraim. So they just going quietly. They like, I just want to be like y'all, you know. He's like, yeah, okay. They going quietly. But Southern tribe always gave Esau his word. I know they tried to take over. Remember, it was Levi, Benjamin, and Judah. Hey, it was hard for them to get the Southern tribe, get the king. They ran Northern tribe out with the Syrians. The Southern tribe stayed back and gave them hell, man. It took them to a whole nother civilization to beat the Southern tribe. They had to with the Rome. They started with the Greeks. And they had the Egyptians going. They wasn't enough. And then Rome had to finish it off. And they didn't even finish it with power. They convinced the high priest. They had to go the same way they did with Samson. Like, man, go get the high priest to give out their leaders and fighters, and then we can get it.
It was always a sellout within the
yeah, always a deceitful tactic. Never with like straight force. Like I just got it with straight force. I'm strong now. I had to come to deep. Get the high priest. Hit him on the Shabbat on the Sabbath. They had to do deceit in the sword. They had to use a cunning tactic to get Yahshua. Because Southern tribe, hey, don't play that, man. Hey, Judah, Levi, Benjamin, and as we seen it with the Levites. So that showed Esau, he had to beef up that sword, man. He gonna come strong, and when he does, it's over with, man. We're not going to work after that. When you jump on Judah, we're not going to work. We're fighting. You're gonna put on that black marks on your arm. And it's wartime, E. I've been waiting on this, homie.
it ain't gonna come a time because you gotta think like the
But
Lord
on
gonna
the
give
skin,
power to the hopeful elect. He gonna knock out some of the 2/3, but specifically for them telling out, because that's how it ain't gonna be a repeat of history where they gonna he thought he didn't gonna have those those rats in our society and they brought down what we were trying to build. They gonna get knocked off. It ain't gonna be that. Uh, it ain't gonna be that. How Esau did it back in the day when they took down, Malcolm X and MLK. They gonna try those tactics eventually, but hey, we ain't gonna play that shit no more, man.
because we coming with the Lord.
Yeah.
They came with some other stuff. It don't work. This time we coming in. What's that? Second Chronicles 7:14. I might pull that. We seeking the Lord's face. So we finally doing what the Lord been trying to tell us for thousands of years. I don't know, Jake so stiff neck and hard headed. Always want to find another way. They always want to do something without the Lord. And it never works. And the Lord told us in the book, if you do this, you'll win. And us, man, we the generation, man, salvation, the generation that got wisdom. We like, okay, now we're gonna do what the Lord said do. And we look up, we winning now. I'm the greatest, felling like a mug, man. Everything is like going downhill.
Second Chronicles 4:14.
7 and 14.
14.
Yep. Pull it up. We doing that now. It happened. And we're gonna do it even stronger. The more Esau come with it, the more we're gonna go to the Lord.
That's perfect right here. Second Chronicles chapter 7 and 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land.
Woo, there it go. Lord gave a recipe on how to beat Esau. It just took forever to now to do it. They want to do Black Dollar. I got my AR-15 souped up. I got my Glock all souped up. I could beat them by warfare. We got to get our community together, black businesses. None of that stuff worked, man. The Lord said, seek my face. I got another one back. Hopefully y'all will for that precept. This is Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience. He gave you the whole game right there. Keep the words, man. Because he had kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell on the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which I have, that no man take thy crown. Hear that? So it's showing the Lord shows, like I said, man, keep the word of my patience, man. And he said, I'll keep my hour of temptation. He's gonna give us the power and the strength to say no to the MOTB. Verse 12, it says, he that overcometh, I will make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. Woo, I like that right there. Lord told you to overcome, I make you a pillar in the kingdom of heaven. And that to me, that's the greatest honor. That should be a stronger desire. To be a big time in the kingdom of heaven, a pillar. Yeah, that's like the one post there. Exactly, man. Everything built off of you. You got a whole nation in your honor. A pillar hold everything together when it comes to a house.
That's why you ready to read the definition, man. The definition of a pillar, it says a tall vertical structure or of stone, wood, or metal used as a support for a building or as an ornament or a monument.
You stay steadfast and stiff, he's gonna make you a pillar. And what's a pillar do? Hey, it's strong, steadfast, it holds everything together. That's
There's another definition. It says a person or a thing regarded as reliably providing essential support for something.
Woo, hear that? Reliable, essential support or something. So we gotta prove with our pillar during the MOTB and Jacob's trouble. That's what we're gonna prove ourselves to be that. And to be that, you gotta resist. You gotta stand stiff for the Lord. And to do that, you gotta have what? Endurance. And what's gonna lead to your endurance? Faith, man. You gotta believe. You gotta keep that oil pumping.
And it also said that pillar said it's gonna be as a monument too, with the monument goes into remembrance. So he's gonna set you up as a pillar of remembrance, as a reminder for the people of Israel. I mean, that's a great honor right there.
But you're gonna come out what it is, you're gonna get your own tribe, your own nation. Right? Like he did them. So you might come out and you might have like 20,000 grandchildren. So you show up, they just chant your name out, and they're gonna be thanking you like, hey man, my grandfather overcame when Esau came to MOTB. Like it's gonna be documents like I said, monuments, they're going to record, you know, we're going to become a legend during Jacob's trouble. That legend going to be made right there. They're going to document like, yeah, my great granddad, man, he told Esau no, you know, and he did this and did that. And that's how we got it. And got the exactly, yeah, we got all this. We don't look around, all this thanks to great granddad. Hey, he sought the Lord. The rest of these dummies did, but my granddad did. Now look how we living. Look at my chariot. You know, they're gonna marvel at everything we got based on our strength.
This is Hebrews 10 and 36 to back you up. It says, "For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of Yahweh, you may receive what is promised."
Ooh, that's the kingdom of heaven. That's the promise to us, man. In the kingdom of heaven, what you got? You got subjects, man. You got your nation, man. You're gonna have a whole nation dedicated, you gifted from your house by your outside that you rule over. It's gonna be rulership, man. You got Esau in subjection, Ham, Ishmael, serving stuff out, probably throwing, hey, when you walk, like what's that movie Coming to America? You gotta throw out the rose petals. You know what I'm saying? Edomites gonna make steps. When you get ready to step up, they're gonna be, you step on their back. You know what I'm saying? Go up. But that's what we looking at, man. And you to do that, you gotta do what? You gotta endure. You gotta make ourselves proof. We talking the talk right now, but yeah, we gotta walk it, man. And it's coming soon.
I got the scripture back up what you just said. This is Isaiah 16:22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
All right, it backs it up right there, man. You're gonna get multiple wives. Isaiah gonna kick in. When you get multiple wives, man, you be birthing a nation to a small one turn into 1,000. And then you got the time to kick with all the thousands of grandkids too. We're not gonna be on Esau clock. So it's gonna be all kind of banquets and parties in your honor. You know, kids might, hey, granddad, come see what I did on this planet. Come see how I decked it out. You know, you gotta go over there and make your rounds. He said, what he said, a strong one, a nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, you got a whole nation.
That means basically even the least of us is gonna have a nation after them. They're gonna have so many descendants that they're gonna become a nation. But the ones that are going to be on the first fruits, that means we're going to have an enormous nation. We're going to be birthing nations. Like how they're going to be, the small ones, they're going to be birthing descendants. If you're on that first fruit, that means you're going to be your descendants are going to be nations. That's what's going to come out of you. Yeah, you're going to have to go get one of the mansions to put all your people on.
Yeah. You got to get to a whole other planet to hold all your grandkids.
That's what I meditate on. When I meditate about the kingdom, I meditate how I'm gonna have my planet. I want to have where I live at, just a gigantic island the size of probably like Australia that got all of the climates that we have here, you know. And then like you're saying, the rest of the planet is for my kids. Then that.
They keep going too. Think like that. I be doing that too, man. How you keep it set up. I want planets. I know that motivates you. It's true. You looking at your reward.
Yeah.
You know, a vision, and like it's gonna be better than what we think.
Yeah.
You know, but they keep it going. I know a lot of people don't do that. It's true. They don't look at that reward and they make it fall out.
It sounds strange. Yeah, it sounds strange, but in reality, me thinking about that is way more pleasurable to my soul than thinking about what I can get in the world. Yeah, that shit got an end to it.
It's gonna break down, and it's really never yours. Like they never said, you own nothing. You have to. You saw everything here. That's why I like to get this shit. Exactly. It's gonna burn up. So it's like get this place. Nothing here is good. It's gonna go away. So we look past, like look to the kingdom of heaven, and what we're gonna get. That's gonna be forever. This stuff is temporary. That's why I really don't care about getting no business right now. Like if it in the car, it's far that way, cool, but I'm not putting no stock in it. I'm not gonna love it. Like I'm just getting a little dollar, you know, my daily bread. But I don't. Yeah, you ain't happy. Oh, I got this, man. I got this shop. I'm about to make it. It's for great. I'm gonna hand it down to my granddaughter, man. This place is done with, man. And the Lord bless me, big money. I got a business. It's gonna be. I think something. I'm gonna look at it like this for now. Side of it. Exactly. not nothing to be, hand down, nothing important. I just like it to like you work your own business, you ain't gotta like check in with Esau. This is like a little relief. But it's not the ultimate. Ultimate, I want like Oxy, I want my own planet with all my children on it. I want to be able to go to different planets. I want to take out y'all planets, just look at it set up. Like once you get a planet, you gotta make it beautiful. So you gotta look at the palaces, how they want to look. I want crystal coal in here, jade over here, gold over here, this diamond. You gotta look at your business. I'll be looking at my first business. I'm gonna breed Edomites and sell. My first business. Y'all gonna need Edomites. Yeah, that you need a slave force. I predicate on that. I gotta go over here to Ox Planet. I got about 10,000 Edomites for him. He just had some daughters and sons born. They need little handmaids and slaves. They gotta look at once you got Edomites going, you gotta have your different breeds. I got my Ishmael over there, my Moab over there. I'm about to whip somebody back. You ain't watching numbers right. And that's stuff I envision. They keep you going. Then you gotta how you gonna do your slave force? I'm gonna have him. He gonna be telling on everybody. He gonna be like the taskmaster, him and Moab.
He gonna be my eyes in the field.
Yeah. He gonna be like the little house, little nigga. I'm gonna have him telling everybody. Him love to tell it. Esau gonna be living like dogs, man, like little shacks and stuff.
He gonna be in that barn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him like I'm gonna do him like chickens or something. Like he gonna be in like a little coop or something, living nasty and stuff. Hey man, you can't bring Edomites to my palace. They're filthy. Only one coming here is the punching bag.
So I got a hole on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're just supposed to tie your Edomite up. Tie him up right there. You don't defile my palace. And then you got Edomites running around like, man, where's your hall pass at? Who owns you? Who you belong to? He ain't got his hall pass, man. He get strung up. That stuff that keep you going. You gotta think about that. You gotta think that's being kingdom minded.
That's the main reason why you should hold the path right there.
Exactly. You gotta think about that, man. Like even Eve should think about it. How she gonna do her slave for it? You want Esau making lemonade? Is they too gross to make lemonade? You gonna have them change your diapers? What you gonna do with your Edomite slave? That stuff to motivate you. That's coming.
Keep you rooted and grounded.
It leads you on endurance, make you endure. You don't get bored, you want to fall out. You're like, man, I gotta keep going, man. I want this and I want that.
Even when you're being persecuted, you pretty much even when you're being persecuted, you think about that while you're being persecuted. While the devil is coming down, you think about that, man.
Yeah, my number one hobby in the kingdom is I'm going to go collect all the Edomites that did me wrong. All the Edomites that smited me, that owned me, I'm going to collect all of them. I'm going to collect their whole family so they can't even escape. They're gonna be birthed right back into where the shed I've been having them in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the stuff I think about, man. That's what keeps the kingdom going. That's what keeps your endurance going, man. You gotta think about that. And then that's your pride. You can't let Esau get you the last minute, straight out your pride, man. And that's what he's looking to do. He's banking on that. When I put this gun
You
in
can
your
walk
face,
through, man.
yeah, when I put this gun to your face, he's looking to spook you. He's looking to take your crown away. Like operating in precept, man. Take thy crown. You can't let Esau do that. So if he gonna squeeze the trigger, tell him to squeeze.
I imagine like never had it go in my head. I'm thinking like like 30 again, like hey, you know my slave, go there and put the I'm gonna come back. Don't remember your shit. Something like that.
And don't take the MOTV, man. Smack that. So they come with it. Like no to that. I don't want it. They like stomach growling. Oh well.
Ain't the first time. Huh?
Yeah, first time. I was talking to Al, man. That last, that one spot we got the highway head, it got apples and peaches on the trees. I'm like, shoot, I'll probably walk down the block. It's like that. Like stuff out here, birds don't work, they eat. Shoot, I've been seeing wild cats, man. They eat
That's how the kingdom is gonna be. Like we ain't got to worry about starving no more, man. Like there ain't gonna be no homeless people out here. Like that's what the kingdom of heaven is gonna look like, man.
I'm talking about that temptation. That's
Yeah.
what you gonna do.
Oh yeah.
I know you hungry, but take MOTV, you get this cricket patty. I'm like, I can farm my own cricket.
Oh, shit up.
Yeah, devil. All I gotta do is lift up a rock.
I go over there and eat a honeysuckle on the
Hey, we ain't that back in the day. That bro had all that. Said, hey, you get about 30 in them, you might be all right. You know what I'm saying? Be there for 5 minutes. Yeah, hey, thinking all the shit. You did back in the day, so I remember that. So, man, to tell Esau, no, not taking that, man. No, I don't put in too much work, man. Hey, you know they say he might present a syringe, I'll smack it and take off running. Or you might finesse them, man. Because they might come to come like, oh, yeah, man, I'll take it, I'll get it. You know, hey, like, what was that movie? Don't Be a Menace. They look fake out like, yeah, man, I'll take the MOTB. Yeah, I'll take it, man, here. They get ready to get it. Hey, snuff them and run. Just like that. They was like, oh, damn, this dude does. You know, hit the okie doke on us, man. That's so you got to use wisdom. Because I seen the Jake not use wisdom. He got hit with that needle. I want to say it was in Dallas. They forced him doing it was the 1-9 situation. Remember that? I was like, yeah, he's trying to fight. And they hit him with it. And I'm like, he did not use wisdom. I said, if I was in that situation, I'd have told Esau, yeah, I'll take it. Like, that's what he said then. Yeah, I'll take it. That way they wouldn't have brought no people to get all aggressive. I'll take it. What a bad thing I'll be right back. Right. Yeah, I'll take it. What arm you need? It didn't take off running.
Yeah. Most bad, that's the fear right there. Most bad is right by the exit, you know, by the exit in most buildings.
You gotta use wisdom, man. They didn't use wisdom. You got talking all that hard macho stuff. They went and found the biggest Edomite in the hospital. They're like, they brought big old Jake. They try to talk him down. They're like, all that big talk now, you done let him set up. And he set himself up. When they did, remember they was talking that thing, they just coming in the room. And the Edomite was ready to put hands on him, man. I was like, oh, he ain't paying attention. He over there in this phone like a E, making confession. They over there backing up in force. You know what I'm saying? They held that dude down. I heard, when I started hearing that, whoa, whoa, like they beating his ass. And then you heard him cry. That's, you know, they needle him. He, I like, see, you didn't use no way. He didn't see it coming. We see the MOTB coming, so that gives us room for finesse, man. He said, oh, yeah, man, I want that head one. I don't want the hand one. I want the one to go on your head.
You know, this barber, when they said the food is there for kids, he would come
and then fake them out. You know, you gotta, man, use wisdom to make this devil defense go down. Like, I've been waiting on the MOTB. That's so great. Wonderful. You mean I gotta use my phone? All right, hey, 1 second, man. I'm about to back up, go to the bathroom, make sure my hands are clean before I get pierced with it. Like, take off.
Might be a little window in the bathroom.
Yeah. You might tell her, hey, man, let me wash my hands real quick. You know, it depends if they doing it like that. We don't know how forceful they're going to do it. They might do it forceful, or they might roll it out, you know, give you the opportunity to get it. But if you roll out the opportunity for you to get it, and you can trick them. Straight up. Like, man, make sure I don't want it to get infected. Let me wash my hands. And after that, they look up, you know, went out the window. He gone. You know what I'm saying? He all grid. And then they might not even care. Like, man, forget that. We already got about 3,000 of them over here, man. Hey, man, let him, he gone. We'll find him later. Put the drones on him. You know, go off in the woods with mud on him. No heat signature. You know, they can't find him. Go off in the cave, so you know, put up. Predator style. Yeah. You can't even see. So, hey, man, so we got to use wisdom, we got to have faith, we got to endure, man. This thing is coming. You know, ain't no questions about it. They got it already in the legislation. They're already doing trials on it, human trials. You know, Elon, he got all kinds of human trials on it. So it's here. So what we got to do is keep the faith, keep praying, keep enduring. And Lord willing, we part of the hope elect, man, and we make the kingdom of heaven, get that salvation. Get on that chariot. So with that being said, what's been edifying, we give all praise, glory to.
Hey,
Kwame Yasharala, baby. Hey, stay locked in. Hey, your house y'all still be on the way.